Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Eva, and you're watching another cast video on the channel with no CC, by the way. Today we are going to be making a grandmother and a grandson who own a Hispanic restaurant in Oasis Springs. So I wanted to make a very multi-generational family, and so this is Diego, and we're going to be making his grandmother Alba later. So Diego and Alba are co-owners of La Cocina, and it is a 4-star Mexican restaurant in Oasis Springs. I tried to come up with a better name for it, but honestly I thought La Cocina was really nice. I thought that was something that would be a nice name. Alba is his grandmother, and Diego is a recently turned young adult, and he's started working for his grandmother in the restaurant business. So Alba has had the restaurant for ages. She owned the restaurant with her husband Luis until he passed away recently. This is for my save file, so every time I make a sim for it, that's especially going to be actually placed into the world, I want to be able to make a story for it. So Diego, he's always loved cooking. His grandmother was always a very important person to him. Diego's the only person in his family that really wanted to help Alba with the restaurant and follow in her footsteps. I like to imagine during his years as a kid, after school, he would go to the restaurant and sit next to the kitchen and watch his grandmother cook. And then I started getting really emotional. So it's very, very sad, but also very sweet at the same time. So I kind of like to think of it like that. I think I was thinking of the Disney movie Coco for some reason, it's a completely different plot, but that's what I was thinking, a very loving grandmother, and it's there's still problems within the family, that multi-generational, the issues that come with the multi-generational family. So Diego's the only person in his family that wanted to help. He has 3 brothers, Pablo, Pedro, and Javier, but they're not good cooks at all. They just never got into cooking like he did. And Alba basically is mentoring Diego, so when she passes away, which I don't even want to play, I'm always thinking should I actually play these characters and see how their story turns out. But I'm I don't want to see them actually pass away, because then I'm gonna be sad forever. Because I think that once Alba passes away, Diego's gonna take over the restaurant and make it a 5-star restaurant, and it's just gonna be really nice and very sad, but also very nice at the same time. So I'm already sad about it if you decide to play them. So Alba had a daughter, Diego's mother, and Diego's mom Maria died when Diego was very young, and so his dad, Eddie, but it's Eddie, short for Eduardo. Diego's dad, he's involved in his life. He actually lives with Diego. Diego still lives at home with his grandmother and one of his brothers, 2 of his brothers actually. So they still live together in Oasis Springs, and Diego is juggling between wanting to see if he wants to go to college or just stay and help his grandmother, because he knows nobody else is going to help her. So that's kind of where Diego is. As for personal relationships, I don't really know what personal relationships I'll have for Diego. I don't know if he has a girlfriend or if he's what he's doing. I kind of just focused it mainly on his family. Here's Alba. Alba is that matriarch that you kind of envision. As I was also thinking about this story, I was kind of thinking about Jane the Virgin, which her grandmother's name is Alba, and so I was kind of inspired by her, because I'm pretty sure I was watching the show while I was making these sims. So they are very much inspired by Alba's very much inspired by Alba. So even though they're completely different people, 2 different careers, stuff like that, 2 different personalities, but Alba had this restaurant as a young adult. So she's had this for a long time. She owned as I said, she owned it with her husband Luis, and he recently passed away, so she's still getting over that loss. She really cares for her grandchildren, even the ones that aren't necessarily close to her, like Pablo, Pedro, and Javier. Like, they're not necessarily close with her, so she kind of is getting that connection with Diego, because Diego wants to help her. Because her grandsons, Pablo and Pedro, they're still teenagers. They still have time to figure out what they want to do. And Javier, he's in college. He's I think he's the second oldest. And he's at Foxbury for medicine. So like, he's gonna try to become a doctor, and Diego's gonna help her and with the restaurant, become a restaurant owner. So I kind of think of it like that. So I haven't built the restaurant actually, so maybe I'll build it for the channel. But I've actually haven't built a restaurant in a very long time, so I'll have to see how that goes. But if not, if I don't record it as a speed build, then I'll definitely try to record it as a like a tour, or even a stop motion build. I've never done stop motion before. I want to try it, but I just never done it before. But it'll be interesting. So slowly, we are creating our save file. And yeah, so this is Alba and Diego. As you can see, if you look in the bottom left corner, those are the rest of their family members. I even did include Maria, which is Alba's daughter, but you know, technically she would pass away, so she wouldn't be included in like the save because she has passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all for this video. I just wanted to share. I was really invested in their story while making them and writing their description, and I hope you enjoy. I'll even put these on the gallery for you if you want to play as their own or build your own version of their restaurant. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and tell me in the comments, what would you like to see more from the channel? I'd love to know. Thank you so much. Bye.